Shani, in yesterday's session, I have one question.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, as we discussed, in order to club or combine two or more files, kind of, shortcut, or you can say something. So that has to be, on all the files, that has to be column has to be same, right? In order to uname.
Yep.
What if, some columns name mismatch or something different? So do
Then
we
it
have
comes as null. It creates nulls.
Okay.
So
And
it
what
doesn't
if
have
we
to be, yeah, go ahead.
and what if we need to, all three files in a separate tab or something? We don't need to combine it. So we can simply click on load, right?
Yeah, one by one.
Okay, one by one. I mean,
You want to
okay.
load them one by one, right? You want a separate table
No,
for
if
all.
if I want to load the whole folder containing three files with a different column names, I don't want to combine them in a one. I want to have them separately.
Yeah,
But I
just
want to
then
fetch
load.
all three files. All
Then
three
just
files
load.
once. Okay.
Correct. Load. We're going to do this right now.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Because I want to teach you how to append also. If it's not in one folder and you're picking from different places, how do you append the files?
Okay.
And what does that error message show, that yellow one? Because I was having
This
trouble
one?
with that. Yeah.
This is not error. So basically, whenever you are opening your Power BI, it's reconnecting to all the data sources and trying to do all the applied changes. That's it. There's not an error. So you see, it's just going to sit and evaluate whatever I've done and just load the data.
Okay. Somehow I was trying to combine the three files and it was not allowing you to do any changes because of this error that is showing up in yellow.
No, it's
No,
not error. It's just whatever changes are there.
I mean, not error, a prompt maybe.
Yeah.
Because of this prompt, I was not able to combine the three files.
Just click on apply changes.
Okay.
Okay, one thing, today I have uploaded one more data set in your classroom. So if you go to the same place where you saw the data set last time, right? I've renamed it as data set. So there is one AdventureWorks data set and I've put another marketing data set. It's called Superstore marketing data set. So once you go inside, you will see there is only one CSV file called marketing data. So please download that as well for today's session.
Okay, Shani.
Okay, Shani. We're not going to combine it in this one. We will keep it as a separate file, okay? No, not combining. These two data sets are two different data sets.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's start. So another thing that we were talking about, I just showed you how you can pick all files at one time, combine it and convert it into one single table. That we have done. What if, like what Chitish was asking, let's say we pick.
I need a help.
Yes, Prasad.
Sorry, I can't able to upload the multiple files which been told yesterday. I can't able to find the folder.
You're not able to find the folder. Folder, so you will only have to find where did you dump it.
That is there, but I once.
Did you unzip it?
Yeah, I have done it. But when I go to get data and searching for the folder option, it is not showing to me.
It is there.
You need to click on more.
Yeah.
At the end, when you drop down.
More also, I have checked it.
You will share your screen?
Yeah.
All right. More at the very bottom. Wait, have patience. With Power BI, I have a lot of patience. There you go, folder. the AW sales, the one on the top.
And Shani, if you
No,
want to
not
change
this
the
one.
path,
Not this one. Go back, go back, go back. AW sales, the folder AW
Okay.
sales. Yes, path for this. Otherwise, you will be combining all the files. Now pick up the path from the top like you did, copy and paste. And okay, that's it. You've
What-
already browsed.
What was that debug thing, the text file? Because I was also having that. the
Yeah.
last-
Oh, yes. You delete this and please upload. I think when you download some of the debug log gets downloaded. Just cancel this. Go back to your folder. Delete the debug file. Otherwise, you will get errors. Yes. Now you can select it and paste it.
I think I will do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you go to combine. Straight away combine them.
Combine and transform, right?
Combine and transform or combine. Transform I did because I wanted to show you that it creates one single query even though there are 3 tables that we picked. That's why I took you to transformation. Combine, transform, go to combine and transform since we are going to work in transformation only. Now it should work. Okay, so
Okay.
you have AW sales. Let the source
Okay.
pop up. Still not popped up. It's kind of loading. Okay, hold on. Go back. What happened? So you see the symbol on the content. Okay, click OK. There it work. Are you jumping the screens or is Power BI doing it?
I'm not doing anything to Power
So
BI.
you wow. It's working or doing something? Click
No,
on AW
down,
sales.
AW sales down.
Click on AW sales. Okay, it has created. Okay, now change the data type and everything.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So like I was saying that we should also know how to upload the data and append the data. So how do you append the data? Let's do that. So for example, if I clicked on the folder and I said connect and I give the folder location. And let me, instead of combining, I'll just load it. So you see, this is automatically combined it only, it seems. No, it is not combined. So if you go to the transformation, but don't load it like that, okay? So it is showing you this kind of a thing. It's asking for combining. So if I click over here, it will go ahead and combine it. Just trying to see. Let me go to append queries. Okay. 1 second. Let me delete this part. I don't want this. Still going to go ahead and combine only. So what if I had uploaded, let's say I have the files in 3 different locations, so I can't put it in the folder or something like that. And I have got 3 different files or 2 different files that I need to create a union on. So how do you do that? Right, and then we'll also talk about merging. Merging is basically the joining part of Power BI. So once I say connect, I'll pick individually all the three because it's all trying to combine them. Power BI, sales, let's say 2016 I've picked. And similarly, you don't have to do this exercise with me at all. I just want to show how appending happen. It's not rocket science, it's pretty easy. Just want to show you how it works. That's it. You already have a table, so I don't want really anyone to have additional tables over here. So let's say get data once again. And CS file, 15. Load it once again. So you see all three files are coming up over here. Now when we go to the transformation, now when I'm going to go to when we are going to go to transformation, I'm going to see all these three individual databases, right? So in your home tab, you see something called append queries. Now, once you click on append queries, it's going to open a dialog box and asking that you want to append 2 tables or you want to append 3 tables, right? Appending is what? Appending is union. What you call union in SQL is appending over here in Power BI. Now, when do you use 2 tables? 2 tables, one I've already selected. And if I only wanted to append one of it, the other 2015 table, then I could have done 2 tables. But since in our case, we have total of 3 tables we are appending. So what we are going to do, current it's already picked. We are going to pick 15, add it. We are going to pick 16, add it, 17, add it. So 16 is already there, 15 and 17 I've added over here. And now once I click OK, you will see in this particular table, which was AW sales 2016, now it will have all the data of 15 as well as 17. So 17 is also there, 16 is there, 15 is there, all the data sets are over here. Correct?
Shani, where did you find that appended?
Append is in home tab,
Home tab?
over here, append queries. In the query editor.
Okay.
Okay. Now the challenge over here is we have one table in which we have put 2 more tables and combined the data. And ideally what we would do, second instinct would be to get rid of the tables which we already have. But now as soon as you're going to try and delete these tables, it will not allow you to do that because now these tables are used in a query of another table. Right? When you're doing appending, you basically have a SQL query run in the backend for the union part. So over here, now I cannot delete these 2 tables and I have this table which have all the data combined. So it unnecessarily creates a larger file for us in Power BI. So that's the reason I was not asking you to combine it in this fashion. If I have it in one folder, the best and the faster way to do is pick all the files and while you're loading, combine the files. Is this part clear?
Yes, Shani.
Yeah.
Yes,
And,
Shani.
and,
Yes,
and we
Ishani.
cannot also delete the combined file as well.
Combined file as well will not be deleted because this is 2016 file and this is also used in the query.
Okay. So altogether, all the 3 files cannot be deleted.
Yeah. So if I try to delete it, see, are you sure you want to delete this? You are able to delete because this is a master. But again, if you're deleting it, you're going to lose your 2016 data because your queries,
Oh, okay.
the way it ran is it kind of added to the 2016 data set.
Mm-hmm.
So I will lose my main
The
table of
original data.
2016 also.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is for appending. Now there is another thing called merging. Merging is what? Basically it's joining. So let's say going back to our tables, which we have file changes. we have something called AW sales, in which we have got the customer city, the order date, what is an order number, what quantity, what is a product, what is a territory, and so forth. Do you anywhere have something called sales over here? If I ask you, what was the total sales of each product or each category? Can you give me that answer?
No.
Yes or no?
No,
No.
we don't have any space.
By creating a chart.
What do you need in order to get me that answer, that what is the sales value?
Order quantity into.
We need that table
We
where
have
we
to
have that
calculate
column.
that.
The order quantity you have, what is missing in this table?
Cost.
Right.
Not cost.
Product cost and
Price.
price.
Product
Price, sum of
Price.
Price, not
price,
cost.
yeah,
Price.
price.
Right, price. You need price. You need price, you have order quantity, and you need the price. Do you remember where is price? Price
Product,
happens
product.
Product.
in the product table.
Product awareness.
Is my voice breaking?
Yes.
It's cracking.
Yes,
Guys,
yes, Shashani.
it is, right? That's what I thought. Just give me 1 minute, okay? All right, if it doesn't work now, let me know, okay? I've joined my office back. And since there are multiple users over here in our Wi-Fi, that's why sometimes the quality goes back. So let me know if you feel any difficulty in hearing me.
Sure, Ishan.
All right. So what I was saying was, if I wanted to find out the sales of any given product, like I have got product names. So if I say that, okay, for a given
Ishani,
product name,
sorry to interrupt you, but
Yeah,
I just want to know that in AW sales, we do not have any column for the total sales.
yes, that's correct.
Ideally, in the major table, in the main table, also we do not have any kind of option for the total sales, right?
Yes, we don't have any sales column.
Okay.
It is called AW sales, but you know how you have done in
Yeah,
a
I was
SQL.
expecting that it will contain the.
No, so if you remember SQL classes, you spoke about normalization and you spoke about the tables. When you create tables, ideally in our tables that we keep, there should not be any calculated columns. You remember that part?
Mhm.
Right? And if you talk about sales, sales will be a calculated part because it's a product of price in units sold.
So we need to find out the that total
Yeah,
amount by
we need
calculation.
to, but initial tables they typically don't have calculated columns, hence the sales column is not there.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Now what I need the price and I need the order quantity. Price is sitting over here. Order quantity is sitting over here. So what should I do? Order
Join.
quantity is here. Price is
Join.
here. How do I get them? Yes.
On the basis of product key.
On the basis of product key is here, product key is here. Basis of product key, full the price, correct?
Yes, right.
So what are we going to do? We are going to create a join.
Create
Join.
a join.
Right? Now with join, we'll talk later once we start the process. So what is the part that we are going to do? In the AW sales, so where do I want to bring sales? I want to bring sales value in AW sales table. Correct. That's why I'm selecting this one. That's why I'm not in my product table. And I want to merge the queries. So once it's, where is it? It's again in the home tab, merge query. So once I click on merge queries over here, first table I've already selected, that is AW sales. The other table should be product fact table,
Product,
Yeah.
yes.
Product.
right? And then like Shruti just said, that when you're doing a join, we need a common key, and the common key over here is a product key. So this is how you need to click and explain that this is the common key between these two tables. Okay. Now at the bottom, just like you have studied in SQL, you will get different type of joins. You can have a left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, inner join, left anti, right anti joins. So which one do we want? This is your SQL tests. Which join should I go for?
Inner join.
Inner join.
Right now we
Left joint maybe.
Inner. Which other join can I go for?
Left.
Left also will work.
yes.
Yes, inner will also work.
But left will contain less space, I think.
Left will contain less rows.
Less space. Yeah.
Why?
Less space in
Full
terms of file.
outer, because it is giving the all rows and columns both.
Even the outer. See, I think apart from right, you can do left also, full also, inner also. It will all give you same result. Outer might be pushing it, yeah, because there might be some products that I have which have not been sold. So I may just get extra rows for no reason. Right is also a bad idea. Right is a bad idea. Outer is also a bad idea. Inner or left will work. And those are, if you worked on SQL or when you start working, you will see only those two are the mostly used joins in our industry also. Either we
Full
use
outer,
left or
Shani?
inner. Yeah.
Full outer?
Full outer is a bad idea. The reason I'm saying full outer is a bad idea, let's say I've got 100 different product keys. But out of 100 different product keys, only 80 were sold, 20 are unsold. Right? So if you do full outer, those 20 extra rows will be containing which is not attached to any sales value.
Okay.
Right? So unnecessary null values are going to get created. So I'm going to go for the left outer join. Once I do this, it is showing selection matches 56,000. And we click OK. And we've got a table. Why we got a table? Because unlike your SQL queries where you get, okay, in this table, I want this column. Over here, we have not done that. We just said, I've got two tables. This is the common key, join them. So it brings the entire table over here. And obviously, it doesn't make any sense to get the entire table. So you see the symbol over here?
Yes, Ishani.
Yeah. This symbol basically tells that this part is expandable. There is a table sitting. It's a symbol that will indicate a table is here. So once you click here, it will give you all the columns of the table that you've connected with. So we are sitting in which table? We are sitting in sales table. What are we going to connect with? We are connected with the products table. So I got everything from the product table. Okay. Now, what do I want? I am looking for, let's say, price. Let's pick cost also. Later on in the sessions, I'm actually going to ask you to delete them also. For now, we are doing it and clicking OK. So once I do this, it is showing AW product fact table. This is a product cost and this is a product price. Yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Ishani.
Ishani.
Yes. Now, if I want to find the sales value, how do I do that?
Calculation we need to perform.
Where?
Standard
Add. Yes.
statics, right?
Standard.
I mean,
Custom column.
some static. was there,
Custom
right?
column on transform.
Custom.
Yeah,
You will go to add column and you
Column
will
and
do a
then-
custom column.
Add and yes.
Right? Custom column and let's call it total. Let's call it total
Shani,
sales.
what is
Yes.
the difference between cost and price product?
Cost, like if I created a t-shirt, I made it for 100 rupees, but I'm selling it for 500. So price become 500, cost is 100.
If you are calculating the if you are extracting the calculative field, then we should also we should go with the price only. Why we need the cost?
Because my next step is going to be to make you do profit.
Yeah.
Okay. Net profit, you can say.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right. So sales would be, hold on. Disadvantage, advantage or disadvantage of being in office, I don't know. So this is what order quantity. Where is it? Right? Into price.
Price, product price. Yeah.
Correct. And then okay. And we've got the sales value. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you all perform this? Like I said, later on, I'm going to make you delete all this work because
Ishani, but
ideally,
price and sales amount are almost same, right?
for this one, because the quantity is one. Because the
Okay.
quantity is one. Because if you increase the quantity, let's say I'll make it 2 only, then you will see it will differ. Right? It becomes
Yes.
twice of it.
Yes.
All right. So try to create the sales column. Remember, you have to do a merging for it. We use the word merging when we talk about joints. Which type of joint to use, you know that.
So Shani, in this we have to first change the product key also in text form.
Yes. So that is an important thing that you guys have already done in SQL, that whenever you are creating any kind of join, the data type of both the columns have to be the same. Otherwise, joining relationship, nothing like that works. So in sales, that's why we did it yesterday though. I don't know if you did not do it, but we did it yesterday only. Once we uploaded, we changed the data type of customer key and product key.
Yes, we had already did.
Right? Product key, customer key, territory key, change it to data type to text, and now you can perform this.
So Ishani, here we have to upload the AW sales table. To work. Here we have to upload the AW sales table to work on this data set.
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yes. You didn't upload yesterday.
No.
Please doing. That's why I'm asking again and again. Use the same file and keep doing the same work, because we are going to use the same entire thing till the end.
Okay.
All right. And remember, you have to pick a folder, combine the file. I want only one sales file. I don't want 3 sales files sitting here.
Okay. Yeah, sure, Ishani.
I need help regarding the file.
Arshad, I was not able to hear you. Could you repeat it, please?
I need help to merge the file.
All right. I'll stop
Can
sharing.
I show this to you?
Yes, absolutely. Ankita done. Second done.
Done, Ishani.
Shweta also done.
Are you able to see the screen, Ishani?
Not yet. Yes, now I'm able to. So order number is not the common key. See, whenever you are creating a join between the 2 tables, you need to select the common key. So common key between these 2 is a product key. So select the product key. Select the product key in the sales table on the top, the upper table. Yes. And the product key in the lower table.
Okay.
Correct. No, now it is still not happening. The reason is your product key in your AW sales is a number and your product key in the product table is a text. So cancel this thing.
Ishani, what was the option for join? Can I see it?
It's called merge queries.
Shani, in merge we have two options, that is merge query and merge query as new. We should use anyone.
If you do merge query as new, it will create another table for you.
Okay.
Right? So you don't want to do that. Don't increase your data sets for no reason. Now it will work. Now it is saying okay. Now you're going to click on this. Correct. Unselect all. Unselect all. No, expand is fine. Unselect all. Select all columns. Just uncheck that part and select your cost. Don't do this. Unselect all. First click here. Yes. Now only select what you want.
So we can use inner join also in this.
Inner also. Absolutely.
Okay.
Both will work.
Now need to add the extra column for sales.
Correct. And that you will do through add columns. The column of add column, the on the top, yes. And custom column. Correct.
Okay.
Ishani, is there a way to find maybe do a control F to find a heading in one of the table?
But why do you want to find it?
I want to find the product key in my original customer fact data so that I can turn it into text.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Type in Arsha, type in price. Because order into price you're doing, right? Type in price, delete this O and R.
We can insert from that section.
Yes,
available
we
column
can, but this is faster. You start typing price, type in PRICE. You see it came on the top, product, AdventureWorks, product price key, select it, click OK, and you're done. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right.
Shanu, can you please repeat this custom column part?
Custom column part. Custom column. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
What you were asking? Oh. You can do this one. Who was asking how do I reach there? I forgot the name. Fahim. Faisal.
Yeah.
Sorry, team name. One of my team members is Fahim, so that's why confusion. So you can do this thing in home tab, go to choose column and go to column, right? And now when you're typing in the product key or something like that, you can select it and it will take you there.
Okay.
And you know your alt keys still work like how you have it in Excel. So if I press alt, home is highlighted. Now I want to go to choose column, so I can press O and then I can go to column. So if you want the shortcuts to be there, your alt key still works in Power BI.
Okay, Shani. So we are merging AWS sales the product table.
Correct.
Shani, I'm not able to understand custom
Yes.
part only.
So Ashish, in order to create this custom column, what we did was we went to custom column, give the name of the new column that you want, and then write the formula based on the columns that are available. Okay. So in our case, it is order quantity into the product price.
Order quantity, order number into the product price.
Order not order number, order quantity. Order number is like a serial number or an invoice number. Okay.
Okay, order quantity into order price.
Into price.
What is that fuzzy option? Use fuzzy matching from the merge.
So
should I
fuzzy
ignore
match. No, not required. Fuzzy is there in Excel also. Over there also we didn't cover. Fuzzy is typically used when you're trying to work with text data.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you, Shani.
You're welcome, Ashish. So basically fuzzy is used when you have a text data and then you are trying to match, because right now what is happening, only if it has an exact match, then it creates a join for you. Correct? Faisal?
Yes.
But if it's not an exact match, then how does it work? then it takes a fuzzy logic in which it will say, okay, there are two things and I'm trying to match. Let's say anything which is 90% matching, we will join it. Otherwise, we will leave it.
Okay, can I share my screen for a moment?
Sure.
Okay, so we have a number where you can call the
I'm here. This is product. I selected that.
the one which Pradeep was telling you.
Imran, can you please mute?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I am not selecting this left.
It doesn't matter. Still, it will work.
Left outer joint, right? Okay.
Done. Then you get the whole table. Click on the symbol. Click on select all. Unselect basically. Correct.
And
Pick
cost,
price and cost.
price and cost. I go okay. And I have to do
In add column, custom column.
add column.
Yes, and in that custom column, from the left, the second icon. Left.
Yeah,
Correct.
this is,
Yes.
and I pick the fields. So this will be sales. And
Type in. I think typing becomes faster. Just put order. Automatically order quantity you can see. Scroll down. Yes.
order quantity.
Into
Divide
price.
Into price.
The first option only. And click OK. Shahuji,
Sujauddin, yeah, that's the same. That's the same question as Faisal has.
Okay.
I will share my screen.
All right. Faisal, stop sharing.
So this was I was stuck. You just want
Just
us to
write
type,
price.
right? Okay.
It's come over. Why is it product 2? Have you uploaded twice? Or you
I had a
rename
challenge.
it, I think.
Wanted to connect with you after this call because if you can see here, there was some challenge with my OneDrive. Yesterday, whatever I have done, it is throwing up an error to me. So after this call,
Did you change the location?
Yeah, there was some issue with my OneDrive. The data was not fetching. So what I did is like I have saved my Power BI on my desktop. So again, I have done these all things worked. So I just had a query about all these assignments which we have done. Can we
Earlier.
Can we get this?
It's just, yes, you can get it. You just have to change your drive location off and I'll show it to you. Don't worry.
After this,
so so for now, just pick the second one, Adventure Product 2. I think that's no, not this one. The fields are typically in square brackets. No. Okay, delete this price. I can see it easily in your list. So available column, do you see? Scroll down. One is price, one is cost, which says Adventure Work Product 2. Scroll down.
This
one of them is price. Double click it. Let's see which one is price. This is price. Okay, click OK. Got the sales. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Ishani, I'm getting error when I'm doing this in sales.
Can you share your screen, Imran?
Yes. Result is it's giving me as error.
Sure. Cannot apply field access to type number details. Okay. Do one thing. Delete this added or double click on this added custom column in your applied steps. In your applied steps, the double click here. Don't delete. Let me see what you've done. Double click. So you've done order quantity into product price. Looks correct. And click OK. Click on the other one, the one on the top, added custom.
Double click.
This is not correct, right? Multiplication sign is missing. Put the multiplication sign.
So you can transfer funds from overseas account to the MRE account, like the UE account. XYDB, RAB.
Okay, now you have, but
That's it.
you created, delete the below
Second one.
Yes, yes, yes. The one below deleted. Yeah.
Oh. Thank you, Shan.
You're welcome. Okay. Anyone else who has any issues? All good?
Shani, all good.
Yes. All right. Girish also done. Sandeep done.
Done.
Yeah. Now there is a very interesting concept that we have in Power BI and Tableau. Both of them have it. Excellent feature in both of them. I'm going to but need to change my data set for this illustration. And I've already uploaded this data set. I've told you I've sent you this data set on LMS. It's in the LMS. And before you guys go to the LMS, let me just show you. Where am I?
Marketing data.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I can't remember where I kept it. Sometimes I do a very bad job. Yeah, marketing data. I do a very bad job in mixing the two tools of mine. Okay, so let me explain you first the data, and then I'll explain you, and then you tell me what the problem is with the data. Okay. So this is a basically a data set of a marketing of a particular store. Over here, we not only have a profile of a person in terms of education, marital status, income, how many kids, how many teenagers, what is the date of customer, basically the first time that he or she became our customer, recency, what is the number of days passed since last purchase, and then over here, this is like the basic profile. After this basic profile, what we have is amount, total amount, since the data was full, total amount spent on wines, spent on fruits, on meats, fish, sweets, gold. Okay, so this is the total amount. And then we have how many deals were taken, deal purchases were done, how many web purchases were done, how many catalog purchases were done, how many store purchases were done. So this is like one category of the data. This is one category of the data, right? One from column J to column A, it only talks about spend on different category, but spend. Column P to column S, it is talking about the channels of how the person has spent. And then we have the information about various campaigns. So there were a total of 6 campaigns which were run, and it's marked as 0 as 1. 0 meaning, and this particular campaign was not accepted by this customer, and the last campaign was the only campaign accepted by the customer. We wanted to find out using this marketing data which campaign worked, which campaign did not work, what is the total amount spent by the customer based on different countries, and so on and so forth. So now tell me, you are Excel users, you have learned Excel and you are already Excel users. Is this analysis going to be easy if I only concentrate, let's say, not on all the data, but on the user profile? This is a user profile. And last thing is to understand which campaigns worked better. Is it going to be very straightforward, easy, or there is a challenge over here?
There is a challenge because of the duplicacy of the customer details.
Duplicacy of customer data is not there. All customer data is unique.
No,
Okay.
the
Rolling
file is
issue.
not in the tabular format. It's in
It is
column.
tabular. Who says it's not tabular?
No, the heading wise.
This is not tabular.
No, this is tabular, but the data that we are trying to fetch is in headings.
So, Faisal, if I have to ask you, what would you do to this data in order to make it work for you? What change would you bring?
I would have created a pivot.
If you create a pivot, tell me how it works. Tell me what will you do?
Customer name in column.
In column? Why? So many customer names, big column.
So Ishani, we want calculated fields like total sales or some aggregated value. It's scattered right now, and we want some column which can provide some analysis in that. So let's say number and amount. We need field called how much we spend on some web services and all. But here we have two columns, and we need to use these two to have any kind of analysis. Similarly for campaign as well, there are 5 campaign, but where we have responses where not this, we need to gather in a particular calculated field kind of column. Then only we can analyze.
Calculated field kind of column might not work for the campaign part, but yes, the challenge over here is the information that I want to analyze is all kept in different columns.
It's scattered right now.
Grouping.
There is no any column which we can delete. We have to utilize all the columns.
We have to use, but the way it is structured, it is not in favor of pivot table.
Exactly. No, can we do grouping?
Grouping for what?
Like
group the unwanted columns and just keep the ones that we want.
No, that is not. We'll delete the unwanted. Why would we even spend time grouping them? We'll delete them.
We can do with the response column because basically we are looking for the response of the customer. So response column can be.
No. The response column, if you look at the data dictionary, which you will have a benefit of doubt. So these are what? These are all campaigns only. Okay, response happens to be the last campaign. It is campaign number 5, but it was called response for I don't know what reason.
Can we create 3 tables, different tables?
3 different tables for what?
Like we can create income and means 3 different tables, and then we can join them after that, so that columns can be decreased.
The challenge is, if I want to find out how many people accepted, campaign 1, campaign 2, campaign 3, is that going to be easy or tough?
Can we do it in what do you call that? Conditional format.
But no, I need to summarize, right? And the basic idea behind Power BI is also you're creating summary for a visualization to take place. In Excel, what we do, we have to physically create tables and then only our charts create. In BI tools, charts get created automatically. What I'm saying is, can I do this thing? I'll have to do, let's say, campaign 1 or probably campaign 1. And then let's say I put over here. So I know 144 people accepted campaign 1. Correct? Now, how will I do it for campaign 2?
That's why we need to have some for all 6 responses. Conte for some kind of, we need to have one
column.
Yeah, one column.
Ideally, in order for us to analyze this thing, all this has to be converted into 2 columns. One telling what is the name of the campaign and second telling the value against it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. If you would have the data in that structure, then yes, the analysis is possible. Otherwise, no. So ideally, one person's information, let's say for ID number 1826, this data that we have would get repeated multiple times. Why it is getting multiple times? Now, what we're trying to do is, just to give an idea, let's say till this much I'm going to take. So what we are saying is that this person, 5 different columns which were there will go in one simple column called campaign. And over here, I'll get the value, or I can put accepted or not kind of a thing. Right? So it would be campaign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's say the first one said, no, I didn't accept all. he accepted this one. But just to do this, this entire portion is getting repeated again. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So
So
what
ultimately
as-
we are putting the whole data vertically rather than horizontally in table.
Not. When you say like that, it sounds like a transpose. It's not exactly transpose.
No, it's not
It's
exactly
not
the transpose,
transpose.
but we are creating a data wherein we are putting one column.
We are converting
Yeah.
multiple columns
rows.
into a single column,
Yes.
right? And this concept of converting multiple columns in single column is called unpivoting in Power BI.
Unpivoting. Okay.
Unpivoting. Okay. And when we do Tableau, this concept is still there. Unfortunately, it's called pivoting over there. So little bit of changes we'll see in both the tools, but that's okay. So how do you do this unpivoting kind of a thing? So for this, let me open. I will not be able to show you on this data. That's why you can also download it and see and try it on.
So if you close and apply, then it will save automatically.
Yes. No, it will, you file, it will save your changes that you've done in transformation in the query part.
Okay.
And it gets reflected in your table.
Okay.
So I'm opening this new file. Get data. It's a CSV file again. Marketing campaign analysis. All right, and I'm going to click on transformation directly because I want to do the unpivoting part. Okay, so how do you do unpivoting? So first you're going to select, let's say if we had to do it on amounts, right? So you can press the Control Shift, select all the columns. So once, and I need this one also. So once you've selected all the columns, then over here in your transformation, you will see over here unpivot columns. Translate all but the currently unselected columns into attribute value pair. So once you do this thing, what it has done, all your column names have now become a new column called attribute. And I can call it products. And the value against each one of them, which was lying in a row, is now in front of them. And let me call it amount spent. Make sense? So now if I had to do this kind of visualization where I wanted to understand what is the amount spent by a person, like based on a particular ID, what is the amount spent, I can find it out. So let's say if I want to create a small table, I want to put an ID. IDs.
So
It's a number. Yes.
Shani, my market data is coming with all the files, like sale files, all the old file also.
Which file? As in?
Means my market data, just I have uploaded that data again, then it's come again with all the old files also. It's coming.
Because you have uploaded over there now in the old file you're doing get data, not an old file. You have to do file and a new and then do get data. This is a separate workbook I've created of Power BI.
Okay.
Like you have a new Excel workbook, right? Just like that, you create new Power BI workbook.
Okay, got it.
Ishani, can you tell what all columns you selected while clicking before clicking unpivot? Like you have to select whole data in this marketing data tab.
So not the entire data. So what are you unpivoting? So typically you will pick the, if I click here, what did I pick? What I want to unpivot. Unpivot as in what do I want to combine? So I want to combine the amount wine till the sweets, right? And there's one more of gold. So all the data, similar data, which I want to combine and create it into two columns, that's what you select.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and then transform and unpivot. once this is done, just to show you how the data is showing up now. So this is showing me that ID number 1 is, let's say the highest amount spent is by this guy 5350. So if I go back in my data, 5350, this is the guy, and this is the, I think the amount spent. Hold on, I don't know for sure. Okay, so from here, amount of wine, products, fish, sweets, and gold. So this is about 2525. And what is the amount it's showing over here? 2525. Is there something interesting that you understood about Power BI?
Yes, Ishani.
And what is that?
Clubbing columns, creating, I mean, through Excel.
See, interesting. Why this is, I'm saying what is the interesting part about it is because if you go back to your table, now you see the IDs are repeating. Right? Like I discussed. Since there were 5 columns, I've converted into one single column. This basic information is repeating, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Right. And if you go to the amount spent, this information is also, this is not going to be affecting. No, this won't affect. Hold on. Let's pick something which will affect us. Income. Amount spent is fine. Income. The income is coming as for this guy is 543828, and this is the so what has happened over here? This is the income.
Repetition, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So you will have to yeah. So what it has done, since it's a repetition, what it has done ideally is this amount into, if you do a simple calculation, how many columns did we have?
6 or 5. Sure.
So this 90638, if I do into, there were 5 columns or 6 columns?
6 we had.
6 columns. So divided by 5, multiplied by 6. So that is 543828, and that's what you're looking over here.
Right.
Right. So we will have to keep in, this is one thing that you will have in Tableau also, you will have in Power BI also, that you have to be a little cognizant of the fact that if you're doing unpivoting, then there are rows which are getting repeated. So what should I look at? Should I look at the sum of the income over here? Then
Count.
you can have count. Right?
Not
You can have average of
Average.
Use an average, right? It will give you the right value. Got it?
But can't we convert that field in text and use that as a next to ID?
But okay, but Faisal, when you want to do any calculation on the income, then what will you do?
Yeah.
Can you do one time more pivoting?
That can
Yes,
happen with
actually.
everything, right? And that can happen with
It will not
every
happen
field.
to the columns that you are unpivoting, but rest of the columns, yes, all of them are repeating. Okay. So what I did was unpivoting, not pivoting.
Oh, sorry, unpivoting.
So Ishani, the amount spent column won't repeat itself because we are unpivoting it already. And the average, the another column which is repeating because it was not the part of unpivoting.
That's why it has multiplied. Yes. Okay.
And Ishani, the column that we have selected, that will only go to this in creating this multiple line items, not the ones that are not selected.
Yes, correct. So how do you do unpivoting? You're going to select all the values, all the columns that you are interested in. Once you've selected, we will go to transformation, unpivot, and done.
Okay.
And if we select any column which was not part of unpivoting, that will repeat that row again and again for that runtime.
Correct.
And that's why it is showing the number of times.
Correct. Absolutely correct. So it does give us some challenge, no doubt about it. But a lot of time without this, you can't even analyze the data. One way of tackling, what would be the other way of tackling this thing? Like say, for example, the amount part. What was the other way I could have tackled this thing? Or I should say better way of tackling it?
We can add that column as well in unpivoting part.
Look. See,
So it
why
won't
we
repeat.
did unpivoting? Because we wanted to get the total in front of a customer. How much did the customer spend? What could be the other way of doing it?
In Excel or Power BI?
In Power BI.
Because in Excel, we have to create multiple pivot and then combine all these pivot in one.
No. In Excel also I'm not going to follow what you're saying.
Yeah, but in Power BI.
In Excel, tell me, since we have worked in Excel also, in Excel, how would you guys do it? How will you find for me the total of the total amount spent per
we
each?
have so we have to create multiple pivots. For
No, calculated fields. We can
Calculated
integrate
fields. Exactly. Calculated
calculated
fields.
field, yeah, it will also work. Calculated field.
Calculated field will work beautifully. So same concept. If I'm using calculated field over here, what will I do in Power BI?
Custom column.
Custom column. Yes, I'll create a custom column, add it and create it. Okay. Yes.
Ishani, my question is that right now you are just finding out the total spend, right? So is there any use of unpivoting right now here?
No. For spend, probably no. Better way of doing the spend part could have been what did I say?
Because if in
Custom
case
column.
you would have done it, I mean, if in case you would have not done it right here, then the whole thing would have been repeated, right?
No. Why it would repeat?
I said in case right now you had done unpivot, there was no use of doing it right now, right?
Yeah, in this specific one, to get to what I wanted, I have better means and method. Yes, but there are situations. Let me talk about this one. I don't know if I've spoken. I think I've spoken to you about it in some session. I don't remember. But one of the case study that we did was in Zomato. I don't know if I've spoken to you about this. Let's say
Yes,
we
you
were
have.
talking. I have, right? So in the restaurant, there may be a cuisine 1, cuisine 2, cuisine 3 kind of a thing given. Now, if I wanted to understand cuisine-wise analysis of my data, all these cuisines first had to be split into 3 different columns and then combined into one single column, but row-wise in order to analyze. Otherwise, you can't analyze it.
Yes.
Right. So in some situations, pivoting really helps or unpivoting really helps. In some situations, you have other means and methods. Like in amount, we could have done a custom column and do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Shani, can you please show that table in Power BI?
This one? Oh, you mean the...
Yeah.
This one.
How can we see this table?
Oh,
yeah,
this
I don't
table.
see
Yeah.
this
So the way you
row,
can
tab,
do
and all
is,
that.
so this area, we are going to start working on it pretty soon now. This area is called the report. So this is a front end of Power BI, right? Not the Power Query. This is a report area. This is where we create our dashboards. So in report area, you see the three things on your right side. One is fields, one is visualizations, one is filters. Do you see all the 3 fields?
Yeah.
Three
Yes.
panels. So if you click on visualization, this is where all your charts, your tables, everything, your KPI cards, everything is kept here. So what I used was a matrix. So I dropped the matrix. Whenever you click anything over here, it kind of creates a placeholder in your reporting area. And then we go to the fields. And from the fields, we pick and choose what we want to drop. Okay, so what I dropped was ID. Right, so you can just check mark it drops. And then I dropped my, I dropped income. Right, and as when you keep dropping, you will see in the visualization at the bottom, the values keep showing up. So it's showing up as a income. So if you click down over here, by default, just like how Pivot does, right? If it's a number, it will do a sum. So instead of sum, if I click on it, I can make it average. So this is my average income. And then
Shani, in my table is showing like bar graph.
because you must have, okay, what you did was you simply clicked over here. So you did not go to the visualization, you simply clicked like this, is it? Did you
Yes,
click from here?
Yes, I click from here.
Yeah, so by default, your bar graphs are getting created. That's okay. So even if a bar graph is getting created, or if I had, let's say, a table, I want to convert it into a bar graph, all I have to do is select and click over here.
Okay. So how can we get table?
Table by clicking on table.
Okay. So Shani,
Okay.
in my it's not showing full table value also.
Full table might be in the sense.
And it's showing only one column, ID, income and value, only one value is showing.
ID, income and value, only one value is showing.
Like 13440. Yes.
Once. Can you see your screen?
Yes, I can share. Just give me a minute, let me log in from I am logging in from other system. Let me log in. Let me log in from that system also on the Zoom. Give me a minute.
Sure.
I also showing the same, like.
Just share your screen, Arshad.
Yeah, just doing.
All right, second.
Thank you, Shan.
Okay, so the ID part that is there, go to the visualization panel in the values, go to values. See, ID has been dropped in values. So yeah, pull this and put it in the rows. The ID, the one below. Not this one, the one below. Just drag it to the row part on the top. Drag it to the rows. Yes.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yep. All right.
Yes.
Now you want to do an average, just like the word average.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So where I need to do average?
So in the values where the income is, there's a down arrow. Yeah, click here.
Okay.
Average.
Thank
That's
you.
Can I share my screen?
Yep. All right, what are we looking at?
In this, I'm getting this ID.
Because you have created this part. See, there are two tables. Okay, you click on the one on the right side. A camera on that.
Sorry.
You able to find it?
No, just come on. Give me a minute.
You see, go to 1, 2, 3, third column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth row, third column, fifth row of your visualization. Down, down, down. Next one. Yeah. Right. One right, right. Yes. But where is your data? No, 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 not this one. The other one you were talking about, right? You wanted to see it in the other files. Yeah. So just change it. Yeah. Click here. And pull ID from value to the row part. Done. All right. And income,
Thank
click
you.
on the drop down on the income. Make it average.
Okay, thank you, Shani.
You're welcome. Anyone else stuck? All good?
Shani,
All good. Yes, Vivek.
I cannot do this thing.
I can't hear you.
I cannot do this from starting. Can you repeat once?
Why?
Because just now I downloaded marketing data and
I can't hear you. Can you increase the volume?
yeah, sure. Now I'm getting. You hear my voice?
I'm not. You're not audible.
He's saying he has just opened the marketing data. He's
Okay.
saying that.
All right.
Okay.
You've just opened the marketing data. Okay. So did you try?
No, I'm just in the transform page.
Okay. Try it at least. Try.
So
I'm going to give you 2-3 minutes. I'm going to just shift the room.
okay. I can't understand this data. So please once repeat. Hello, Shani.
Yes.
I can't understand this data. So please.
Were you logged off for
Okay,
some
now.
time, Vivek?
Okay, I got it. I just click the AW customer. Oh, now I will do that.
AW customer is not the data we are working on.
Okay.
Were you there or were you missing from the training in between? I don't know why I've turned blue in color.
Okay. Now I selected all columns, then merge.
Vivek, were you there in the training or you were missing in between?
A little part because
Little part, but this is going to slow us down if I do like this. You guys have to follow this thing. We'll become very slow. We'll not be able to cover. Okay, do one thing, Vivek. Since this is not related to what I'm going to do in the next set of sessions, I would request you to follow the video once, okay?
Okay, Shani.
Okay, because I've already done 3-4 times now. This
No,
will slow us
actually,
a lot.
my network problem is there. So
Okay. All right. But this is not very difficult. I'm sure you will be able to follow. And I don't need this table. That's why I'm not bothered right now.
okay.
All right. Okay. So now what I want everyone to do is be back in your main exercise where we had the sales data, where we had the product data and all these data set, and start uploading the data sets which we have not. And you will go through all the tables in transformation and make sure you have done the proper data type for each. Okay, so if you remember, there were total of 8 files, 8 main tables I had sent. Right now I've got 1, 2, and 3. Only 3 tables are there, which I have. You need to start uploading, and we'll do it over here itself. Start uploading all the other 5 tables.
So all
get
remaining
data.
should be uploaded here.
All the remaining tables should be loaded over here. And once you're loading it, you also need to check the data types.
Okay, Shani, the table which you have loaded here is AV sales. Is it a combined one?
Yes, this is a combined one.
So do we need to even combine it, right?
I thought we all combined. Didn't you guys combine it?
We did.
You
we
said
did,
that
Ishani.
don't do it because it will take a lot of
Oh.
time. Or even the date, I mean the space and all. We could.
Oh no, not in the sense I was saying don't do that, in which I had combined one by one. The appending part I told you not to
Yeah,
do.
the pending
But
part.
folder part I told you to do yesterday. That's okay. Let's utilize these 10 minutes to make sure we have all the necessary things for tomorrow's class. So we need AW fact table, product table, customer table, sales table, which you should have picked the folder, combined and created one single sales table, not 3.
Okay.
And then slowly and gradually pick all the other tables.
Okay.
And while you're uploading these tables, like I said, go to transform data, make sure the data types are all correct. Like in this case, it's all correct. So I'm fine. I will go to new source. I'll pick again a CSV file. Customer is already there. Product categories. So just do this activity. I'm also doing and creating my file. You also do the same. And while we are doing it, 2 more things you should do. Try to, make these names smaller. And if you remember, we were talking about the fact table and the data tables, right? Though we are going to repeat it once again. But as per your understanding, whichever table you feel is a fact or a data table, keep writing in front of it.
Okay, Shan.
We have only loaded product, AWS, sales, and customer, right? Other than
Correct.
that, we have to load. Okay.
Correct.
I was imagining that the Power BI will be a little bit simpler.
It is simple.
Complications are always here.
It's a very powerful tool, let's put it that way.
Yes.
It's a very powerful tool, and trust me, if I don't know whether you guys had a misfortune of creating dashboards on Excel, like heavy duty dashboard, not the ones we created through pivots only. And there you would have understood why Power BI came into our lives.
It is open source as well, so it is widely acceptable by most of the organizations.
Which one?
I mean, Power BI.
No.
Excel is a
If I
closed.
have to share it or if I have to collaborate, I need licenses. For practice purpose, yes, it's okay. It's not an open source, it's a licensed product.
No, I mean to say Excel, like Excel is a closed, has a closed environment.
As in terms of sharing, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the biggest challenge of Excel is not just the environment, it's the capacity. It can't hold more than 10 lakh rows of data. God forbid you give it 10 lakh rows of data, it will not move. Okay. And secondly, the kind of interactions and the kind of speed that this tools have. I used to take close to 4 to 5 hours to create the same dashboard, which I create in under 5 to 10 minutes in Power BI and Tableau to get the same kind of interaction level. A lot of VBA went in back end. So when Tableau, first tool I learned was Tableau. And the day Tableau came into my life, you wouldn't believe it. I used to speak about Tableau to anyone who came to my house. So my guest has to undergo 30 minutes of my love for Tableau. Then they could be served anything. That's how much I was crazy about that software. Just because it turned around my whole work time. Imagine 3 to 4 hours versus 5 to 10 minutes. Big difference in timing.
Big difference. Correct.
Big difference. So for me, it was like a heaven introduced, like, wow.
Correct.
Now, after this step, please remember, we are going to go back to our ER diagrams. So be prepared mentally.
Ishani, you changed territory key to text, but not to product key.
In the returns table, you're saying?
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It was just for me actually. Given I need to do
Yeah,
it
no,
alone.
good, because next step I will get fumbled, right? When I'm creating the ER diagram over here also I missed. I'm talking too much, working less.
From tomorrow onwards, we are going to front end.
You
No?
wish. You wish.
Okay.
Okay, probably one more day of torture. That's tomorrow.
No, not a torture. I'm just casually asking.
See,
Without
basically,
these background work, front end
no,
won't work
exactly.
perfectly.
So basically, in a lifetime, like when you deploy or when you are doing development in Power BI, basically all the steps pretty much remain like you prep, you clean, you do addition of new columns if you require, you do all these prepping and cleaning and creating of new data sets, removing of unwanted happens. Then if you have multiple tables, then the second part becomes relationships, creating the ER diagram in the back end, making sure all the tables are talking to each other correctly. Once that is then you can come in the front end. Without that, it won't work. Okay, and you will see once we have connected that all this merging business also that we did, that will become, you will hardly need merging, hardly. And we kind of discourage merging in our industry. Make sure you save today's file because a lot of work is there.
Sure, Ishani.
Oh man, I'm forgetting to save as again and again. And today's file, I'm going to upload it in the Google Drive and share it in the LMS so that you all have this particular file with you once we finish the ER diagrams. Because whatever we are trying to do in the front end, if my data types are not correct, if my ER diagrams are not correct, we will not be able to get the output.
Ishani, whatever you are sharing on that Google Drive, when I'm downloading it, I'm not able to use in that my Power BI because
Yes.
you have to
I'll tell
update
you why. And same thing, I think what Imran
and I can't do
had
anything
asked.
it's on Genpact laptop.
So basically what happens when, let's say you send me a file, for example, right? Now what Power BI does, it starts to work with applied steps as soon as I open it, right? And what is the first step of applied step? Source.
Source.
And now the source is missing because it was on your system, right? Your files which you connected. The source is not the same anymore. Because when it comes to my system, it is trying to find, okay, where is Shweta's folder? I don't see it. So it all stalls at the back end. So what you need to do is go to data source setting. And for all these files, you just need to change the source. That's it.
Okay.
So as soon as you change the source to say, okay, this is the source, then again you will see it will start working. So it would not matter. Basically, the path of the files have changed.
No, that part I understand, but whenever I'm downloading it, and then if I open it's showing you have to update your Power BI, and I can't update or anything to because it's in Genpact laptop.
Oh,
that part
the
I'm
version difference is there.
Yes, and I mean, like, do I need to contact IT team or?
But it is not able to open in your older Power BI at all.
I'm working fine, like everything is fine.
No. For example, if I send a newer file in older version, so it might not be able to show some of the features, but typically it opens. It's not opening only.
No, whatever you said first time, it is not opening in my laptop. Maybe it will be fine for everyone else.
But you will have the same problem in any other way, right? Okay, so you be careful. Don't miss any steps done in the class.
Yes. That's why till now everything's fine.
All right. Everybody is dropping now.
Ishani, when I say apply, it is giving me an error.
When you are saying close and apply?
Yes, it is, loading and not getting saved. Load was cancelled by an error in loading a previous table.
Okay, you need to show me because we need to see what error is showing up. Cancelled by error in loading the previous table. Cancel error loading the previous table. Close it. Go to this your parameter file that has been created, Imran.
Which one?
On your left side where you have the queries, you see the helper query, and there's a parameter one which got created on the left. Go left. In the helper query.
Good for today. We can leave.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Shani.
Click here and delete it.
This one?
Yes.
Next call में देखो कुछ issue है.
Yeah, if you guys want to leave, you can. Whoever has done this work. It's been referenced to another query, transform sample. Close it. Delete the transform sample file. The one below. Yes. Delete this part. What did you do in it? Why do we have this?
Can I delete it?
Can't delete it. Yes. Okay. Now try to create this parameter one. Some people are raising hand. What is it? You're not able to do it, or you've done it and you want to leave? Ankita and
Ishani, I spoke to you, right? I wanted to talk to you for 5 minutes about that source file connecting. And
yes. All right. I will wait. Ankita, you want to leave?
Question. So I was trying.
Say that again, Ankita.
I'm saying that I was trying to prepare that, the table that you were preparing previously. So I'm also getting a bar graph and it's coming in a very weird way. So I just wanted to understand what I did wrong.
Okay, all right. Can you try and close the file, close and apply now? It's not letting you delete this parameter one.
Should I delete it?
Yeah. Okay, now close and apply. I don't see errors anywhere. Scroll down, which is the previous table which is giving trouble. Your the column gender in average income contains a duplicate value M, and this is not allowed for column on the one side to many side of the relationship. Average income, average gender. Oh, close it. Silliness. Go to this. Let me see if you can. Just give me the request of working on your screen once. Thank you. Basically, whenever we upload these tables, right, what Power BI starts to do is starts to create relationships for us. So it is created a relationship which is not working well. Let's go to manage. Now it worked. All right.
Thank you very much, Ishan.
You save it. Make sure you save it now. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Who's next?
Ishani,
I'm sharing my screen.
Yes.
are there
All
8
right.
files?
How do you what?
Are these 8 files? Count of files?
Yes, 8 files.
And where
Can
can
we? I think the same issue is over here. Can you close and apply once? Pencil, just 1 minute. Let me help him.
One moment.
Close it. Okay. You also go to this relationship thing. The third icon on the extreme left. Extreme left. Third icon. Yes. Go to manage relationships. In the menu, in the main menu, go to manage relationship. Manage relationships. Yes. Yes. Delete all these relationships. They won't delete one. They will have to delete one by one, I think. All these small, questions that I made you work, it kind of created multiple tables because of which this relationships are a little messed up.
I should uncheck all these boxes.
You can, but that will not delete it. It will still be sitting and it's not active, but it's still there in your relationships. So just, no, you don't want to activate it. Delete it, just delete them. See if you can do Control Shift and select all. Shift or something like that and select all. No. Still deletes one by one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how did it create it? I'm sorry.
It creates by itself in the backend. Auto detections. Close it. And apply changes. Over here itself, apply changes. No. Come back. Apply changes in the yellow area. Power BI 2 customer key table wasn't found. Close it. Go back. Bye, Shweta. Go back to your report, which is the first icon. on the extreme left. Let's go back to transformation. I think too many. Go back to transformation. Yeah, Faisal, bye-bye. Yes.
Thank you, Shani. I'm also leaving.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
you.
Here I said no. I
Yeah,
have
this is
changed.
where your data sources. So go to your data source setting. On the top, you see the white screen. No, in the menu. Data source setting in the home tab itself.
This,
The right
I'm
one.
sorry.
Yes,
One.
click here. Yes. So I think you have moved your folders.
Correct. Yes, yes.
Right.
It was
So
not
just
connected with my OneDrive. Hence, I have to change it to my desktop.
okay.
Earlier,
So,
I worked on it.
So
but later
basically,
it's-
you're just going to select one file, click on change source. And just select where this file is now. Over here, I think it's already open, right?
Here it is. Here it is.
So which one it was it? Do you remember?
This one. Yes.
No,
this one.
but inside this, which file?
Inside this, I think.
No, just cancel once.
OneDrive.
No.
Okay.
Folder.
Okay.
You are working with customer. So
OneDrive.
you need to pick, yes, but you need to pick the customer file. So browse and pick the customer file now. Correct.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Open. Okay. Click OK. Okay. Pick next.
It has changed now. The error has
Yes.
gone for customer.
Yeah. So as and when you keep on giving it the right files, it will keep on going. The error will keep on going.
Ishani, one question. I'm so
Yes.
sorry. Maybe it's a lame question to you. So what in case if I have the same file stored at both the locations, like the same file is in OneDrive and the same file is in desktop? Will this will not talk to each other, the source files?
No. No.
Okay.
They won't, because they are
Okay,
only
the error
based
is
on.
gone now. I should close this one.
Yeah, but this is not, all the errors are not gone. So you will have to do the same activity for others. So this is your products.
Products, okay.
Click on browse. Product, yeah.
So sorry, I'm taking a bit time.
No problem.
So shall I delete this one? Because I have already saved customers.
Yes, you can.
Can I delete this one?
Yes, you can.
Clear permission.
How do you do that? No, you just can close it. Just close it. Do you have it down below the table? No problem is there. Just get rid of your unwanted tables. I would strongly suggest this.
Yeah, I'll clear this file.
Yeah,
I got a clear idea now. I have already saved all files in my desktop. I'll export them here.
Unnecessary, you'll be looking at a lot of tables and getting confused. Okay, so just
Yeah,
clean this up again.
Okay. So I should close and apply now, right?
Correct. But you still have some errors is showing. Why?
Power BI too. I
Yeah.
think.
So
it was
each
the
and every
second
file will have to go and see what is going on in there. Power BI file, again, transformation. So my advice to you would be just okay. Oh, you have added too many tables over here. So this Power BI working, Power BI 2, delete all these things because it doesn't even belong to this data set.
Shall I delete from here?
Yes. Power BI working, Power BI, all these marketing data, all this should be deleted. and your marketing data. Delete this also. And adventure income, this looks fine. Close and save, close and apply.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Great.
now it worked. All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
All
thank you so
right.
much.
Okay. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Shani. Bye-bye.
Shani.
Thanks, Shani.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.